Hello and welcome back to my channel, Beacon News with Earthsong. I am Kelly Robertson, and this is going to be the predictions and astrological forecast for Aquarius for 2023. Aquarius, this is a year that you will discover tapping into a deeper source of power than you've ever known before. I feel like So as I was saying, I feel like for many of you, you've always intuitively known that this deeper power existed. You just didn't quite know how to attract it or tap into it until this year. So the year of 2023 is going to be a very awakening time for you. A very productive and enlightening time for you to not only realize how powerful and creative you are, but where you've actually been self-sabotaging in aspects of your life in order to correct that and move forward in a happier, healthier, more balanced way. I also feel like your home and your harmony of your home is going to be your main focus for the year of 2023, aside from your own personal growth. But Aquarius, if your creative juices have been feeling like they're running on empty, then you're going to love what's in store for your 2023 horoscope. Mars retrograde in Gemini comes to an end on January 12th, stationing direct in your 5th house of fun, romance, and creativity. As 2023 picks up speed, you'll start feeling more inspired and ready to pursue whatever it is that you're so passionate about. Now, the most important month of the year is going to be the month of March, especially if you're in a full Aquarius or an Aquarius rising. It all will begin on March 7th when Saturn enters Pisces, where it will remain for the next 2 years. So breathe a sigh of relief because you have overcame the many challenges brought to you by Saturn in Aquarius. This transit pushed you to better yourself in ways that you never thought that you could. So pat yourself on the back. Now this will continue into the beginning of the year and throughout the year as you not only continue to improve yourself, but to learn how to balance that out on an even keel to where you're constantly using it on a daily basis with regularity and ease. So the adventure is only the beginning of the fun prospects that you could have in early March. And as I'm sorry, I can't talk right. As Pluto, which is the planet of creation and destruction, enters Aquarius on March 23rd, and will spend the next 20 years in your zodiac sign. This means that you're one of the key players in the spiritual revolution that's heading for Earth like a comet. Make no mistake, Pluto in Aquarius will change the world, and it needs your help in order to make that happen. So, calling all Aquariuses, Pluto has just given you an important mission, which is to be the change that you would like to see in the world. Now, while you embrace self-discoveries and a renewed sense of independence, Mercury in Taurus will station retrograde in your 4th house of home and family from April 21st until May 24th. This will force you to remedy the problems that wait for you behind closed doors, whether that's by solving issues with relatives or organizing the mess in your closet. You're gearing up for an exciting new era in your career, as a blood moon lunar eclipse in Taurus will start the next chapter in your ambitious house, your ambitious 10th house. Don't worry about being prepared because you're more than ready for what comes next. You just didn't know that you know. If you've been dealing with drama in your household, you'll love what's to come when Jupiter in Taurus begins on May 16th. Watering the seeds that you've planted in your 4th house of home and family, this transit will bring love and abundance to your personal life and your sacred space. However, as Jupiter immediately squares off with Jupiter, you may be forced to assert your independence from relatives that don't give you enough room to grow. And on July 17th, the North Node will enter Aries, where it will give you your 3rd house of communication a productive boost. This year, you're learning how to say what you mean and mean what you say. However, when Venus stations retrograde in Leo, which is your opposite sign, from July 22nd until September 3rd, it will shine a revealing light into your relationships sector. Spend time mending broken hearts and learning from your mistakes. This retrograde could lead to temporary breakups and chance encounters even with exes and old friends that will give you a chance for some sense of closure. Things will speed back up again by October 28th when a blood moon lunar eclipse in Taurus rises in your 4th house of sacred spaces and private places. You may find yourself sorting through more problems at home and healing your family dynamic. It is a time for you to let go of what used to feel like home, but no longer does. Because when 2024 arrives, you're taking a major step in validating yourself. Now that's very important for you to understand as we get into this intuitive part of your forecast. And I gladly will be explaining that to you and for you. You will be beginning this year seeking the harmony of your home and following your instincts, trusting your instincts to navigate you through this year in achieving that harmony that you so desire within your home life. And by the end of 2023, leaving this new year behind and going into the year of 2024 is going to be a time when you dramatically change aspects of your life in ways that no one ever thought possible before. You're going to be breaching contracts with people. You're going to be breaching agreements. You're going to be telling a lot of people to kick the curb, basically. Because after you've done your leveling up and your soul growth, then you're going to be at a point where you're seeing and realizing who the people in your life have been that have behaved in an inappropriate way with you that was less than what you deserved. You're going to understand your own self-worth and self-love on a whole new level at that point. And so you're really going to be bossing up, basically, and putting your foot down about who you allow into your 6 degrees, your home space, your sanctuary, because of the self-growth that you're going to do and experience and understand and utilize in the months to come in early 2023. Currently, you've been facing a lot of opposition. You've been butting heads. You've been dealing with people who are confrontational, or perhaps you've been confrontational even with some people. And it's causing a lot of discord within your relationships. But all of you at this time are being activated by the solar flares that are happening now on our planet, and your journey to move forward is now being activated completely and fully, to where your progression forward will not only enlighten you and awaken you further into your full potential and your full power, but it will also be showing you more clearly your life purpose, and you'll be making the proper adjustments and striving for the proper goals to achieve these life purposes, your mission for being on this earth at this time. And you will still be continually focusing on your home and the 4th house, and trying to improve partnerships where it is necessary, and removing partnerships or breaching contracts, again, also where necessary. You have the sign of Gemini in your favor, that is lending their abilities to cross-pollinate, so to speak, between 2 worlds, so that you can walk clearly in the 3D world and the 5D world at the same time, simultaneously. Instead of trying to walk with one foot in each world, you're learning how to bridge that and incorporate it so that it balances out and it smooths out for you for this year to come. You're also letting go of envy, and no longer seeing yourself as jealous of what someone else has that you don't, or envious of that, but knowing that everybody is the same, just with different challenges. And so because of your particular set of challenges that you've had is why you've not reached the level of success that you have hoped for until now. And you're also knowing that everything that has happened to you was in divine timing, and you're really understanding that from a deeper spiritual perspective at this time, and seeing that all of these different rejections were actually God's protection, or they were necessary paths for you to travel in order for you to learn and level up to your fullest potential by a certain point, because you are a very instrumental part of this great awakening that is now going to be kicked into full gear with the turn of the new year of 2023. So you're understanding now that there is no greater goal in life than to give and receive love. And you're no longer in denial. You're acknowledging your fears and replacing them with insight of awareness, finding the inner strength and the courage to face your fears with confidence rather than worry and negative self-talk. You're truly learning to trust and listen to that inner voice and allow it to guide you, because you know that it's always guided you correctly. It's never led you astray. And you're really learning how to walk in the full true faith of that. You're also learning empathy on a whole new level at this time, and you're opening your eyes to seeing both sides of a situation and being able to be empathetic with people that you have had some issues with in the past from a whole new higher perspective, and then making adjustments and amends accordingly, where you need to own your stuff as well as them owning theirs. And this has been a period for you in the past at least year of 2022 where you've been very indecisive and had a lot of inner conflict going on between your intuitive mind and your analytical logical mind. And so Spirit is very strongly saying that in the year of 2023, this is going to be the time for you to start making real decisions and sticking to them, which is what I meant at the beginning of the reading when I said that you will say what you mean and you will also mean what you say. You're going to truly stick to all of your decisions. or at least the important ones. You as an Aquarian are in the midst of a great spiritual awakening, and so you are currently going through what we would call in the spiritual world the dark night of the soul, where you have to walk the hall of mirrors and look at the shadow side of self and be truthful and really own and acknowledge where you have faltered and you could have done differently to achieve those outcomes that you so desired that never quite came to fruition. You're going to see your part in all of that, so that moving forward you will truly know how to make the right choices for your life to bring you in the things that are going to be for your highest good and your highest joy, rather than being in your own way through fear or negative thought, or even for some of you, karmic stuff coming back from feeding into gossip or sharing the gossip, or whatever it may have been. You know, a lot of times our tongue can get us into trouble karmically, and if we just correct our tongue, then things start to smooth out for us and balance out, and the blessings start to come pouring in. And the more we acknowledge that this self-work is how we have started to gain these blessings, then we become more thankful and full of gratitude, not only in the divine or the Holy Spirit, but also grateful to ourselves for being brave enough to look at ourselves and acknowledge our mistakes and acknowledge where we need to improve and correct certain behaviors, and then actually taking the steps to do so. So then we are also grateful for our own soul growth because of that bravery. In turn, gaining a whole new self-worth and self-love that is going to boost you and empower you. Rocket you is the word that I keep hearing through the rest of the year of 2023 and beyond for the next 20 years, because this year is truly going to set the stage for you for the next 20 years. It's going to really show you the full potential of what you can have, but in increments, if that makes sense. Because in 2023, you're going to gain a lot of perspective and wisdom, and you're going to start utilizing that and using it for the betterment of yourself and others. And then in turn, that's going to catapult you into this new cycle, repetitive cycle of abundance and blessings. And the more that you see this and realize this, the more abundant your blessings are going to be. And you could literally, by June or July, be manifesting so quickly that literally your thought can manifest something within a week for you. That's how powerful you're going to be leveling up after doing the inner work. And you have to be honest with yourself. You can't just tell other people that you've done the work if you've not actually done it. Okay? Because Spirit's going to know the difference. And that's who's going to be bringing in your blessings, not other people, right? So it doesn't matter what you tell other people. You have to be truthful with yourself, because by being truthful with yourself, you're being truthful with God as well. And it's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Stop obsessing over things. Stop worrying. Stop replaying things over and over and over in your mind. Stop allowing self-sabotage and get out of your own way. It's time to get out of your head and back in your heart. The theme of this year for you is to truly learn how to embrace love and give love freely and acceptingly of all people, without judgment, without discourse, without speaking of them to someone else in a negative manner. This is that true void that we speak of that you are going through at this time. This void that you feel may even be allowing you to say that it's okay to mask this pain or this emptiness that you feel with some type of an addiction, whether it's to drugs or alcohol or porn or whatever it may be, gambling. You're using some type of outside source, outside addiction, as a cover-up for this emptiness or this pain that you feel within yourself. And it's time for you to look within yourself and figure out what this pain and this emptiness is, release it, heal it, and let it go and move forward without obsessing over it any further, so that you can not only avoid the addictions to mask your pain, but so that you can move forward and flourish. And so this is a time that you need to be calling in your energy of protection to shield yourself, to truly clear your auric field, strengthen your aura, and give an enhancement or a boost to your psychic abilities. Early in this year, you're going to be facing the Hall of Mirrors. You're going to be realizing that everything is happening in your external life because it's a reflection of your inner world, the things that are going on within your mind, in your thoughts. Also, I want you to be paying attention to the signs that are going to be shown all around you in this year of 2023, because your angels are trying to communicate with you and deliver messages of guidance and love and support to you. So please particularly pay attention to angel numbers, repetitive numbers, 1111, 222, 333, 444, 1717, so on and so forth, like that. You know, pay attention to those angel numbers, because that is the spirit of the divine trying to speak to you, to help to guide you, to help to nurture you, to help to heal you, to help empower you to continue growing and blossoming and glowing up, because this is your destiny for all of you, Aquarius. It is your destiny for you to grow and develop and be where you need to be in the year of 2023, so that moving forward into 2024, you can start to apply your skills, because many of you are energy healers and energy workers. And at this time, currently in the year of 2023, you are to apply those healing abilities to yourself. Not just physical healing, but emotional, mental, therapeutic healings that you're needing, of releasing the old, shedding the old, letting it go, not obsessing about it any further, and truly healing from all of these things, right? Mending your heart from all of the pain and the traumas and the sadness and the disappointment and all of those things that you consistently harbor and carry with you. It's a time to release that and heal it now with your own energy, your own ability to do so. And then in 2024, you're going to be healing others. You may even be looking for, seeking out, or know a spiritual teacher that's going to help you in this process and guide you into the steps that are going to put you essentially in the role that you will play as a spiritual teacher eventually moving forward into 2024. So the year of 2023 is really a very big year of growth for you, a very big year of leveling up and glowing up. This is going to be a year of you learning just how creative you are and just how powerful you are in your creations to manifest into 3D form your ideas and your visions. And so by the end of the year, by September to December, I see you truly using the alchemical process of your will and your desire of specific ideas or creations to come to life, and then breathing the life into them and seeing them come into fruition. This is going to bring you an increase in self-love, self-worth, self-abundance, in all forms, financially, in love, and in just your own confidence within yourself, your own ability to truly stand in your power and not be afraid and be completely proud of it. Because now you're going to be seeing the fruits of your labor by November and December. You're going to really be seeing a lot of beautiful fruits of labor, of things that you've successfully manifested that were very near and dear to your heart. They were very personal for you. And so this is going to be very positively life-changing events that you're going to become aware of. And taking forth with you on your path, and trusting in the process of everything that's been meant for you is not going to be lost out on, that the universe is actually delivering it to you, and that everything that you need to thrive in the universe is already here and within you. And you're learning now how to delve into that and truly pull that out and manifest it and become the alchemists, the master of alchemy that you were meant to be. And so by the end of the year, when you're celebrating bringing in the new year of 2024, you are truly going to be rejoicing in a way that you never thought was going to actually happen for you in this lifetime. Because you have learned now how to absolutely make the most out of life rather than waiting for life to make the most for you. And so in the neighborhood of love, you're going to find that balance that is necessary within yourself and within your unions and your partnerships. I feel like for a lot of you, there is new love coming in. Maybe for some that won't happen until August or September, but this is going to be because of your journey of soul growth and relocation that I see happening for you, where you're calibrating pretty much your whole balance of life, your financial stability, your home stabilization, your relationships balancing out and being more stable and loving and nurturing both ways, in a very harmonious way, which is what your true focus is going into January. And so I feel like you're going to be completely content in looking for ways to find that balance within yourself, first and foremost, and loving yourself enough, knowing that you're enough, so that the false expectations of a relationship no longer exist for you, nor do the false fears of relationships exist for you any further. And so you're going to be able to truly embrace love, embrace a relationship, and truly be a part of the real efforts that go into a relationship from a whole new higher perspective, and trusting your instincts, and then in turn finding that balance and that harmony that you so desperately seek. But you definitely need to be embracing your inner self and your inner wisdom, and not from an egotistical perspective, but from a humble perspective, where you're actually looking at yourself and being honest with yourself on where you could have room for improvement first and foremost before anything else. Mainly this year for you is going to be a restoration project. First in restoring yourself, and then in restoring the rest of balance into your life. You're going to learn to trust in nature's signs and finding your own way and your own path, and becoming in attunement and alignment with all of nature and all of the divine balance, and truly following your heart, truly following what your intuition is saying to you, not this analytical mind and this little devil on your shoulder that's always excuse me, always talking negatively for you, and giving you those worst case scenarios and paranoid, scenarios that create the fear and the animosity and the what ifs and make you have the cold feet and be indecisive and all of those things that you're now going to be learning to cut out of your life. And so by truly embracing yourself first, you're finding the missing pieces to you. And then by August or September, this new love enters. And then at that time, you can fully embrace this relationship as a whole and find the missing pieces from your relationship sector as well. Because this is going to be your true soulmate, this person that you end up with. And this is going to be long-term, that goes well beyond the 20 years of good luck that you're going to have coming in for your soul growth and development. This is definitely going to be one of those lifetime, till death do you part kind of relationships in a very happily ever sense of the term. And so doing this soul growth and being honest with yourself and being open to learning from the divine and trusting in the divine and trusting in your intuition and really harnessing and utilizing your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities, is going to increase your awareness exponentially, to where by the end of the year, you're going to be a very beautiful, powerful light for the Great Awakening as a spiritual teacher yourself, once you have went through the rest of this spiritual quest and learned the things that you still needed to learn and gather into your bag of knowledge to pass forward and pay it forward to the people that you are meant to counsel and teach and guide. And so that is basically what I have for you for the year's predictions for 2023. And I just want to encourage you to walk forward into this new year, embracing the truly magical things that are getting ready to unfold before your eyes, mainly because of who you are and what you can do as a soul, and you realizing that and recognizing that within yourself and embracing it. And then just because of all of the blessings that the universe and the divine Holy Spirit is going to give you more of, for leveling up, for doing that inner work, for being honest with yourself and facing those fears and leaving all of that behind you and healing. So you have a really beautiful, exciting, adventurous year ahead of you, Aquarius. And I do feel like you're not only going to find that love and that happy balance that you seek so desperately for your home life, but you're going to find that peace and that balance and that love within yourself that you've been lacking until now. And for that, I want to say that I'm very, very happy for you, because for me, knowing so many Aquarian people who have that lack of self-worth, that lack of self-confidence, that lack of self-love, that lack of feeling like they're enough, and always needing to do that extra mile to get acknowledged or to get what they seek from people in exchange of love energy. It hurts them greatly to not achieve those things, and for me as an empath, it hurts me greatly as well, because I love these Aquarian people in my life very much, and I know their self-worth even if they don't. And so I'm very overwhelmed and excited for you moving into your new year, because you're finally going to get some really beautiful rewards for doing the hard work of facing yourself and the challenges that you've actually been putting in place in front of you and self-sabotaging over, even if you didn't consciously realize you were doing it. And so I really love this year's forecast for you, Aquarius, and I'm really, really excited for you and proud of you, and I love you very much. If this video resonated with you, I would appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Share the video if you feel moved to do so, and I hope I see you back again real soon. Until then, have a very safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve and New Year, and great luck awaits you in 2023 for all of your hard work. So with that being said, love and blessings to all of you. See you soon.